Welcome. Today I will show you how to log into Insights and how to use the program. You can access the login via the URL displayed here. In the mask, enter your username and password to log in. After starting Insights, the dashboard appears first. On the left side, you will find many options that we will discuss in order. In the dashboard, you can first see the results for the current month. Under the curve, your existing terminals are selected, which you can choose individually. If you have more than one branch, you can display all the other branches using Show All. Under Clearing Status, you will find the settled revenues, specifically the revenues after the last cash cut. The cash register cut is performed automatically once per night. Next to it, under Card Scheme, you'll find the share of each card system. The top 3 countries where the cards originate are shown on the far right. Under Settlement and Statements, you will find an overview of the executed cash cuts. You can download this as a PDF or CSV file here on the right. Let's look at the individual options in the left selection. Under the connectivity details, you'll find all information about your used terminals. The most important information here is when the last update took place. The green check indicates that your update is current, so you are up to date. Additionally, there is more information that you can easily access by clicking on this line. With another mouse click, you can also close the overview. Let's move on to the next point, the processing activity. Here you can view all transactions. You can select predefined time ranges of 12 hours, 24 hours, or 1 month from the dropdown. You can also enter a period under From and To. To actually view the period, you confirm with Apply. You trigger the search via Search. The MID is your branch number. The operation column shows the processes in detail. The 2 most common options are Sale, meaning a sale, or Sale Void, meaning a cancellation at the checkout. Under Response, you can find out if this action was completed successfully. Successfully completed confirms the success of the payment. Not sufficient funds means that the card could not be charged. This also happens if, for example, the transmission has failed. In this example, we have 2 failed transmission attempts before the 3rd transmission was successfully completed. Alternatively, the lack of card coverage may also be a reason. Or if the customer has already reached their current transaction limit for the month. We currently have no status update for today. This is because the cash cut has not yet been completed, and accordingly, the clearing has not been finished. To get more details about each transaction, just click on the corresponding line. By clicking again on the process parts, you can also close this overview. If we scroll all the way down in this view, we also have the option to trigger a refund. However, be careful. It's really just an emergency function because all refunds triggered here are not recorded by the register. This means that the cash balance would no longer match. So, whenever possible, process refunds and cancellations exclusively through the register. Let's look at the next point, Settlement and Statement. Here you can find all the documents after the clearing. You can download them as PDF or CSV files. Let's take a look at what a PDF can look like. On the first page, you find the total amount for the day and the incurred fees. The following pages will break down the sales by terminal. In the above example, we see that not only a sale took place, but also a refund. Numbers in parentheses are to be understood as negative values. That's it for the downloadable PDF reports. We now switch back to Insights to look at the other points. Chargebacks are refunds initiated by your customer, for example, because they disputed the payment with their bank. This is a very important topic. You should know in detail how to proceed here. That's why we made a separate detailed video for you. You can find the URL to this video in the description below. The Pay by Link function offers you a unique way to request payments. An example use case would be a deposit payment at a hotel. You can prepare the payment request via Create a New Payment. Fields marked with an asterisk are mandatory. Under Currency, you specify the corresponding currency. In the Amount field, enter the amount to be paid. In Representative Name, you can enter the name of the invoice recipient. An invoice number, invoice ID, and transaction number can also be created. And finally, you can also provide the merchant reference, your reference. In the Description field, you can also enter a description, for example, security deposit. You can send this request to your client either as a text message or as an email, providing all the information needed to settle the claim. I will skip the RPM point as we currently have no functionality. In the area of fraud management, options for fraud prevention are defined. This function is quite complex, so we will address it in a separate video. Once you've completed your work steps and insights, you can log out here at the top right.